Hello everyone, Rosemary aka over here. Today we're doing Annihilations. It is one of the later Annihilations. It is Lungmen Downtown. As you can see, I'm using my CN account. That is because my global account is actually too new to do this map. I don't even have access to this map yet. I'm using a high rarity team. You don't have to be this high of level. You just have to be elite to level 1 to level 20-ish. If you can have done a elite to level 30-ish, that'll be very safe. You definitely don't need this high of level. This high of level just because that's how my account is. But you're definitely safe with level 20. I'm not using a low rarity team is because if you actually got this far into the game, by this point you probably already make the switch into high rarity teams, because low rarity operators at 3-star, they are actually capped at elite 1. They cannot even elite 2, versus 4 stars and outwards they can elite 2. So at some point in the game you should probably make the switch. And it's actually they got stronger as they progress. So the earlier that you can make the switch, the better it is for your account as a general. So I'm going to quickly go over the team setup. You need 2 vanguards of any kind. Replace these 2 with a courier and scavenger if you want. Over here, any AoE healers. Oh, that will be perfumer, and the what's it called? Brief something. The fox that you can buy from the shop. Over here, any sniper. Over here, range guard of any kind. The Silver Ash is probably the best bet for this map on the 3rd skill because of his burst AoE damage, so he can support a lot of the other surrounding operators. Over here, Ayafala on the 2nd skill. If you don't have Ayafala, replace this spot with any AoE caster. Over here, an attack tank. If you don't have an attack tank, actually you should have one, but any other tank will do. A good replacement for Horishi, it will be Iskin. Over here, Lapland is very good for this spot. Her passive ability allows her to silence other people's special ability, so she can disable other people's special ability, and her 2nd skill has magical damage, so that's very good. Over here, Saria on the 2nd skill. If you don't have Saria, you can replace this spot with any healer tank. Over here, any single target healer. Doesn't have to be silence. Over here, you can replace this spot with Shirayuki. Ifrit is very good for this spot because of her long range. That way she can support multiple lanes. So, and also her skill, her 2nd skill is automatic AoE magic damage skill. Shirayuki also can support this kind of straight line, and Shirayuki's 2nd skill has a slow and magical damage. So very good replacement over here. If you don't have either of those operators, try Meteoroid, other AoE caster. This spot I didn't actually use. You can bring in anyone that you like, or you can choose to not bring in anybody at all. But anytime an operator, anytime you bring in an operator into a map, they gain a little bit of trust. So it's better to bring in somebody, and just don't leave this spot empty. Just bring in somebody who you intend to build, and that way they can gain a little bit trust from this map. So the enemies are coming this way. If you have siege, place siege here so that she can start dealing damage to the enemy. See? See how she can support all the way to here. Okay. You should probably face her the other way so that she can heal Ifrit too. Okay, let me retrieve her and then switch her the other way around. Because Saria can actually heal this spot. Because in Annihilations, the cast doesn't automatically regenerate, so I'm going to leave Taxis over here as long as I can so that she can regenerate more costs before I have to retrieve her and replace her with Hiroshi over here. I'm going to have taxes generate cost to about maybe 120-ish, and then I'm going to replace her with Harushi. So about here. So Lapland, Ifrit on these two. Lapland here, if Iafala over here, um, Axis Exia over here, and Silver Arch over here, they can all attack the planes. So this entire line is covered for anti-air. Right, so another way to deal with this is retrieve this one and then place any one of those vanguard over here that will draw all this bomb. But because of my level, I can actually tank the bomb, so I'm not gonna do that. So if you want, you can retrieve her and then place somebody over here to draw the bomb over here. Okay, so you don't have to do anything until 370. Okay, maybe you should be doing something. Watch if it's health level. If we cannot die here. Okay. We're at 374 now, so the game just started. Okay, Silvage. So my Silvage is pretty high level. If the big Bob, I guess, went past him, he's gonna circle over here and then be blocked by Hiroshi, and then Hiroshi and Exasia together will be able to beat the big Bob. Okay, the final boss is coming in. Ready the skill. Silver Ash help. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm clearly too high level for this, but if he went past Hiroshi, he's gonna circle around somewhere over here, and then you have a chance to block it elsewhere. And that's how you beat them up.